following video is a preview of the second part that was originally uploaded on July 18, 2024 on the Patreon page. The full 33-minute video is on the Patreon page.
Have you ever heard people say, report them to the IRS? Now is where that comes in. Are you seeing how all these readily known information connects? These are the missing links that they fail to show you. Either because they heard it third hand, second hand, or they actually know it. But they don't want to put you on game. Enough of all that BS. The age of secrets is long over. People are suffering long enough. There's too much fuckery is going on for us to be playing all these silly things with each other. Let's just show it to each other and actually explain the intricacies. That's what matters the most. IRS is a bookkeeping and auditing company. You can use them or not. You can go higher, and this is one of the ways you do it. You want to quote unquote defund one entity or not? I'm telling you, this is how you do it. What most people now run into is the issue of the fact that the county does not name the everyday man as the beneficiary. It names itself as the beneficiary. Because it was meant from the start, the purpose of appropriation. Because the presumption is that you've been subrogated from birth through vital statistics, which we went over in this video. And the medium that's used to subrogate you through vital statistics is what? You know it. It's called the birth certificate. See how everything comes in a full circle. These are the facts that correlate that many people just don't add up. They know the isolated truths, but they don't add it up. This is why I say remove anger, remove instant gratification from the consumption and from the intent of use of information. If instant gratification, one way or the other, maybe it's through intellectual, whatever it is people are doing, or through some type of anger or fear, you would never get the point and you'll never be able to put it to use. One may very well never get the point, let alone ever put it to use. Because one will not be able to join the known facts together. You can have a nail, you can have a bunch of wood, you can have a bunch of concrete, you can have a bunch of tools. If you don't know how to use them together, you would never have a structure that will prevent you from suffering from the wear and tear and the harsh nature of weather. You have all the resource. But how do you connect them together to become something substantive? That is the significance of information, not merely having it. The use of it is the purpose of information. So now that we know what the word appropriation means, now that we know what the purpose of the oath of office is, and how it's attached to the bond, and how it's attached to the venue called the county, and how the county creates departments such as the prosecutor's office and the judge's department, and how that is attached to that instrument called the birth certificate, and how that is attached to the court case. You now have an audit in your hand. I assume you know how all those other information is connected. So now you have an audit in your hand. You see a bunch of letters, you see a bunch of numbers. What do you do with it? As mentioned in the beginning of this video, and as repetitive as this might sound, so that someone cannot say they missed it or they didn't get it, you find another document issued by the county that summarizes how they profit. You look at the particular department of that local entity that you're dealing with, county entity that you're dealing with. Like when you open a bank account and they ask you how much do you have as reserve in case this account goes into negative so you can bring it back to positive, so and so. Right. That's what they're doing here. You see these parentheses? That's what they're doing here when they say difference. This difference is not going back into society, not going back into the Kafirs. It's not going back to fix the roads or any of that, whatever it is. No. They're not doing any of that. Even the structure of the building itself, it's not going back into it. That's another fund that comes under a different department. This is just the chief judge. And it goes, respective code is before judiciary. For each county, this code might be different, because each county's issued their own case. What is an audit? Now, a formal or official examination and verification of accounts, vouchers, and other records. It's called an audit. That audit you're getting for the court case is called an audit because you're supposed to verify it with other accounting, with other vouchers, which are expressed publicly by the county themselves. If there's any big secret to audits in court cases, it's the fact that you have to correlate it with the accounting that the county provides publicly for you to point out what's wrong with it, because the audit is the internal use, whatever, an appointment of presiding judges to head each division district. He provides the delegation of authority that he naturally has as the only judge to other subsidiary judges based on the different cases, so that he won't stretch himself thin. That's the short summary of discrepancies you need to look at. The judiciary and the chief judge. There has to be a balance. If one is negative, one has.
The video is a preview of the second part that was originally uploaded on July 18, 2024 on the Patreon page. The full 33-minute video is on the Patreon page.